Secrets. I'm Mike Long. I'm going to do a little bit more. Up to this point, we've had the show be much more informal. This will still be pretty informal, but a little bit more orienting, a little bit more of a transition. So I'll do a little bit more with introducing who I am, what the show's about, every show, and introducing our guests just a little bit better and so forth. Or not so much guests, the people that run the show. So I'm a three-time Magic World Champion, three-time Team World Champion if you want to get technical. I'm also a Magic Pro Champion, and I have my own Magic card, the Rhubarb Thief. So I was very, very successful in Magic. David Mills and I were actually ranked #1 and #2 in the world concurrently when we made the decision actually to leave Magic. And the reason was we didn't feel like, while we feel like Magic is an amazing game and we love gaming, we didn't feel like the company treated us very fairly or our brands very fairly. Looking back, I think it's, at least fairly obvious to me. And however much it may not be obvious to you or to other people, then that was the issue. Anyways, David and I went on and built something very, very, very successful. Actually, waves and waves and iterations of it, with demonstrable success, with helping people just with all kinds of walks of life, relationship advice, which Smitty, who's sort of the anchor of Magic Secrets here, helped us with quite a bit. In the Area 51 days, you can still see the remnants of that on YouTube and so forth. But anyways, we've done it in relationship advice. We've taught people in Magic the Gathering, and we've helped people have a lot of financial success and a lot of philosophical success. At this point, we're doing all of those things because all those things matter to people in life. But our main charge is that philosophy. And when we say philosophy, we generally mean things that make the cloudy clear, right? So if indeed eyeglasses make it so you can see the road properly and accurately, then great, they're helping. That would be the idea of good philosophy. So Magic Secrets then was essentially our first online information product that we did all the way back in 2003. That David and I did started all the way in 2003 with over-the-shoulder videos teaching people how to play Magic the Gathering. We'll actually be playing some over-the-shoulder videos today. It was cool to do over-the-shoulder videos in 2003 and 2004 and have them first on DVDs. First, we burned them to DVDs and would send them to our customers, our members. But then pretty quickly by 2004, we were streaming online. And so anyways, it was pretty neat to be able to do that all the way back in the day and see the dramatic effect it has on learning and understanding and so forth. I have a great deal of respect for anybody watching the show that you can do probably so much more than other people around you might think that you're capable of. And that has to do with sort of specialization of mine. It's not because I was born somehow overall better in any way, shape, or form, but I definitely have a knack for vision and I have a knack for understanding people's potentiality, as shown by what I've accomplished and what I've helped others accomplish. I've done very, very well with business. I've a great personal life, and I haven't licked death. I don't know how that works. I don't know how health works. So I'm very, very humble to this whole how much I can help you with this or that. But I can certainly help you see a number of things much more clearly when it comes to Magic the Gathering and potentially other walks of life. We try to make that accessible to you. So that's I won't necessarily say that at the top of every show, but today I wanted to say that to help welcome new people and to help reorient people that are with us from before. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is philosophically, David's actually working on a new content series, and it's very exciting for me. It's one of the kind of guilty pleasures that I have. When I first realized how great David was at Magic the Gathering, I was very good. I was actually already a Team World Champion before I had even met David. And I say even because I really, really shot up in skill after I met David. I really consider that it's amazing to me that I was a world champion given the skill level difference between before I met David and after I met David. And there's really a number of steps I took along the way. You may be faster in certain ways, but the early days, of course, I soaked in a lot of his wisdom like a vacuum and picked up a lot of really, really key things they did and developed things together. But also over time, I got better and better at understanding David's rules, better at applying them even under pressure, and having that really, really be successful for me and help me have a great Magic career, but it also helped me really have a great business career and ultimately even find love and all those wonderful things, friendship, lots of friends right now. And all these things, especially when it comes to friendship, I certainly am inviting you to. It's not something I'm holding over your head like, oh, this is somewhere else, but we're over here. This is a place of friendship. We're making a city on a hill here together, and you're a big part of it. So we're glad that you're here. And who I'm here with today, you can't see Smitty, but he's here with us. And then you can visually see Lawrence, who is an archivist for the Law of Implication YouTube channel. You can find that at youtube.com/Law of Implication, and it's one of the greatest places in the world that you can potentially learn from David Mills and his strategies and so forth. They're really fantastic. So anyways, David's working on new content. It's got me really, really fired up. And it's been helping me be probably even more energetic than my usual self. So that's great. I'm excited for everybody that's coming up. I don't want to kind of overly scoop David's stuff, but to say that it's coming, I think is really, really valuable because it is, and it's great. Okay, so where we're at with things with the show, we kind of do running ongoing science on this show in a pretty nifty way. The way that happens is that we do science all week in our currently in our WhatsApp group that will ultimately switch over to our forum. And so that's particularly led by Smitty, although I'm still very much involved with it. Smitty was employee number one at the game store that David and I started all the way back in 1998 it was, and did amazing things for us, traveled to the world with us, to Japan, and helped us set up business all over America. Very, very bright, somebody exceptional, where when we transitioned over to doing more than just Magic, when we started teaching relationship advice and so forth, then Smitty was somebody who actually really helped a lot when it came to that, and really became quintessential when basically when other people bowed out, when Mystery couldn't make the party. We had Smitty there, and it really made all the difference for so many people. Because I was monitoring the email inbox, so I would get emails from people saying, "Hey, it's because of you guys that I really am either having success," or for some people that they really felt like they didn't even have a vision outside of what we were doing. And so it was really great that we did that. And Smitty was a big part of that. So Smitty's great. He's here today. How you going, Smitty? Okay, get Smitty's microphone.
I am peachy keen, sir.
All right, that sounds great.
It's a beautiful day in Virginia.
Yeah, we'll do more on our token card release, but you gave me lots to think about, so I'll bypass that for now. Let's jump into talking about Magic Standard. So I'm going to go and pull up my screen sharing. We're doing today's episode at a special that time, but that probably threw things off for Bryn, who we normally have on the show, who's the editor of our blog, and just a beyond wonderful all around guy. Let me see how to get Magic to display on my GoToWebinar. Why is that not show? Oh, MTGA it says. It does. It shows Magic there. Okay, great.
Yeah, we see it.
Okay, so there's just the banning, and so we've had about a week to discuss things after the banning, which Badger Mole Cub went, so did Gran, and so did Storm Chasers Talent. And it's crazy, but we actually have 3 different people with 3 different decks, 2 of them that we discussed during the last show, that are in the top levels of Magic. Bryn is up high. I don't know where he's at. Probably I was number 1500 a couple of days ago. Now I'm at 98%, but quite high. Bryn is ballpark around the same area. Bryn played the blue-white deck that we showed last event. So this Bilbo's Gambit. I have an updated version here. He's still playing the version we were playing during the last event. I'm now testing with Novice Inspector and Warden of the Inner Sky, which I feel like is inexplicably great. Like on paper, it feels like it's worse, but in play, I feel like it's better. I don't know.
I think he's made a few changes as well, actually.
Oh, has he made some changes? Yeah, I'd have to update him. Anyways, he's he's got some, great science on that. I think he's like 76% on the play or something like that, where
Yeah,
you basically,
Warden of the Inner Sky was always much better than it looked. And when we were playing the red white deck,
yeah, it's
it
shocking.
looked silly, and then it was just great. And then we had the recruiter, the
I thought about
evangelist.
I've been thinking about the Imidine Recruiter, by the way, but I don't see how it fits, but I have been thinking about him for this deck.
Same. I think about that guy all the time. Whenever I want haste, I'm like,
Yeah, such an exciting card. I'll pull it back up. The
And
Recruiter.
he's good with eagles too, and yada yada. But like, I don't know if we can jump the shark that far into three colors with this one.
Yeah, yeah, Dan. Of course, if Dan were on the podcast, I would just move him right on in, and we would figure that out next. But yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. I'm in the same emotional place. Where we're fighting over a bunch of additional pain and lands and so forth. I know we have the drum, so it is seductive to me too. But anyways, we shall see. We shall see. Life's a long time.
Yeah,
So
there's new lands too, like the Bastion, like the friendly color lands. That
okay,
um
I'm pretty skeptical about those, but yeah, we could see. We could see.
yeah.
Just because they're not consistent. Anyways, so Bryn is very high up with a deck very similar to this. Bryn's in agreement with me that Bilbo's Gambit's probably going to be on the chopping block soon. Um, that's hard to explain to somebody who hasn't encountered this card or especially this deck. But what basically happens is a lot of the time, especially when you're on the play, it's really weird because it looks like your opponent plays against you, but they really don't. And they don't get to make any meaningful choices at all. You're just hitting them with interrupters and Aang is particularly lethal in this deck, which in my version, by the way, he happens to switch to the 5/5 version all the time, which I think is pretty great. He's pretty nasty in my deck for that reason, and he gives like all these +1/+1 counters and all that stuff. So your Sages of the Sky get to be +1/+1 and all that stuff. Anyways, um, so that's one deck that we discussed last week that we're coming back to with science that says, oh, and I won like crazy with it too. So it's not just Bryn. I just got sidetracked because Smitty and I figured out a particularly lethal version of the elf deck that we also previewed last show. Now, again, we've been particularly un-Dan here, so once Dan started looking at our cards, we started thinking about adding more colors back in, so we may do that. But just to give our hearts a break, we're gonna eschew that for a second. Although it is really fun, it's fun doing things Dan's way. Dan always wants to add a color, and we very 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 often really really grateful for that. Um, so this guy is really neat for an elf deck. He really makes it, sad when you like when they cast Day of Judgment or something like that. They're going to get so much less out of it usually with him. As long as you have an extra card, extra hopefully a land or maybe a lesser elf to discard to him. But then he gets right back to work and starts swinging again. But anyways, I've currently been just playing a mono green version, more just because kind of busy with some AI stuff at work, and so a little bit less on the thinking, a little bit more on the just playing the straightforward deck. The most of the quote unquote play of this deck just comes from the selfless safe right, which you can use to make all of your creatures indestructible and hexproof. You can make they're all elves in this case, so you can make them, you can pop them right out, and he can flash, and that happens. That comes up a lot with this deck. Um, a weird card I'm playing is the Overgrown Zealot. It's pretty good. Of course, sometimes it's not, but often it's pretty good. Mm. But if Dan was here, I would just have, and it's not that hard. I mean, there's Elven Passage and tons of green black lands, so that's good too. The one thing that does irk me about the 3/1 guy is that Wiltley Sage doesn't hit him. You can look back on our YouTube channel if you go to magicsecrets.com and go to the replays of our webinars. You can scroll down, and if you scroll far enough back, you can see our Monsters Inc. deck, which actually had this. And I'm talking all the way back in 2010 or something like that. But it was right when we were winning the Pro Tour with Nassif with the Cruel Ultimatum deck that Patrick Chapin and I designed. But anyway, so yeah, so what we put Will Leaf Liege in this deck. Of course, if someone makes you discard, it's really bad. But it's just mainly a guy that pumps up your other guys. So it gives you 12 creatures that pump everybody. This deck mostly revolves around Woodland Weave Master, which I think it's really, really, really neat card design. I want to hand it to the guys at WotC. Our take kind of with Magic Secrets is that the people who are designing the cards overall, they're putting out a great work product. We're proud to have built it to help build proud to have helped build the marketing infrastructure and so forth with behind Magic the Gathering. And now that it's co-branded with Marvel and Lord of the Rings and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Final Fantasy and all these other brands. Maybe I'm missing some, but anyways, and they do the Secret Lair one, so they've done all kinds of co-branding. I bought something that was from uh, what was it? Fallout. I thought that was cute. They had a Fallout land that I bought. Thought that was neat. Anyways, I like what they're doing from the design standpoint. I think it's inventive. I think they put out a great game. Of course, here and there they're going to miss on something. Maybe put out something that feels too powerful for a time, but that's kind of a fun part of the game. Not that big of a deal. And then on we go. So I like it a lot. I do think that we can do much more greater things when it comes to organized play. But we'll get to that over time. And that's part of what we're doing here. We're reintroducing friendship and sort of a sense of sanity. But WotC has a bad track record when it comes to organized play and hoarding of the game and so forth, treating, mistreating people's brands and so forth, my brand, David's brand, and so on, which is sad. Sad for Magic and for us and for the whole world. Okay, but we'll fix that. That's fine. It's the type of thing that just tends to bounce back over time. It's not like God didn't think these things through. Okay, so yeah, this deck is exciting. I'll probably play some on the show today. Actually, that's why I was kind of maintaining the ranking pretty high, so I could play a bit on the show. I think that's a nice feature of the show when I can do it. And then this is another deck that we have from our team that is in the top parts. I think this is one card different than the version that our DJ3 Maniac Michael Freeman is playing. Let me organize this into, I think, a more useful sort.
I think the highest he got was 170, which is pretty cool.
170 with this deck, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool deck. Such a cool deck. Okay, it's all of these instances. All right, so this is one way that I like to organize cards where I have the creatures kind of in their own stack, and then there's sort of another divide for mana curve to look at the spell. So you don't. There's a way in which I like when they're mushed into the same column. I just don't think that you have the same distinctions about things. So this deck has only 20 creatures, but we've seen that type of thing from the like what are they called? The otter decks, with
They only had 16 for the most
yeah,
part.
exactly. Where they only had like 16 and so forth. The red blue decks, prowess. So this deck takes advantage of a lot of that style stuff. This guy is very prowessy style because even I think your Sellsword does, yeah, targets a creature. Targets a creature, right? Target creature you control. Yeah, exactly. So the Lecturing Scorn Mage acts, a lot like a super version of prowess in this deck. So he's really neat. Of course, you have Cecil, which works out well in this deck, as I'm sure you can imagine by looking at all these pain lands and stuff. It works out pretty well. And then we've got, your typical Emberheart Challenger and your Slickshot. Probably the Sellsword should be over in this column over here, where he's a little bit more like a spell himself, like a one casting cost spell. But of course, in this deck, actually, I think that you're going to find that a fair amount of times you're going to win just by casting this guy down and having some pumps in your hand and finishing somebody off. So that's the type of deck that you kind of expect, but it's great. It's well built. Our Michael Freeman came up with it. So we have these three decks that we're doing science on, and And when we're doing on science on one thing, of course, it kind of keeps us tied up on another thing. But we've got Smitty, he's got other new science that he's going through. We double check things and make sure that we don't have any. Oh, we do. Bren's on. Haha. Organizer. I was just thinking to myself that Bryn might be on and Bryn can share some of his science. Okay, so that was a lot of talking. Let's get to some playing.
Play the red deck.
The red deck? Really? Okay.
Yeah, Freeman's deck. Play it. It'll be fun.
Yeah, let's do it. Free Maniac. I assume you want to be mindful with your mulliganing with this deck.
It's got
But I
20
don't know if
lands,
it's
so
mulliganable. Yeah. I just think that you need to be mindful of, like
all
if
spells.
you
no
get 4
triggers,
lands,
stuff
for
like-
example, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like I don't see how you can keep 4 lands.
Yeah,
For
you don't
example.
want all
And-
spells, that's for sure. You want
well,
at
and then
least
just
2
all
guys.
nothing at that point, right? Okay, this looks okay. Keep it. 3 minutes of the world where he often likes to play, I've noticed, just 8 1-drops. So I usually like more, but whatever. Let's see what we got here. I think this guy's got us because it's he went first and the control deck, but we'll see.
I just had the control deck not be able to deal with a Riddler with 5 cards in hand and 12 mana, so you never know.
Yeah, for sure. There's no point in me I don't get really anything out of pumping this guy right now, right? So I'm not going to do it.
No, attack, see if he has a road or whatever, or combustion.
Yeah, I'm just going to hit him for 2, though. I don't know. I just don't see how much I get out of that. Okay, yeah, so he's got
when he taps out for star charts or whatever, then you can just wait.
Well, let's just try to kill him. I'm just going to try to kill him, and if I kill him, great. If I don't.
Turn him inside out first, and go from there.
Yeah, how about I do that second?
Okay.
Because what if I can kind of draw removal? Maybe he'll go for it now. Okay, see, there's your turn inside out, Smitty. This way, at least, if he doesn't stop it. Let's do one more,
just
right?
hit him for the 10.
Just hit him for the 10?
I mean, you've already got him turned inside out, right? So you've got all those resources for next turn if he has removal this turn.
Okay. It's going after him.
I mean, if you cast Ultima, so be it.
He did inevitable defeat. So let's
so we're
turn him
good.
inside out, right?
We've already turned him inside out, right? So we don't need to do it again.
Well, we can do it again, right?
Well, we don't have it. Sword is not an instant, so
yeah, but we can turn him inside out again, and don't we manifest Dread twice?
Okay,
I think so.
That's fine.
Should
if you want to manifest Dread twice, I'd rather have the 2/2 and the other guys, but
So wait, so you want the turn inside out in our hand? We have a lot of cards in our hand at this point. Let's just have one more.
2 dudes is better than 1.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we got none. Oh. Okay.
Oh, because it's exile? Or?
Oh, it's exile. I can see.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my mistake. I didn't realize that you still wouldn't get a dude. All right, so you're done.
Instant.
Christmas canceled. Sorry.
That's okay. It's a tough deck. I mean, it's a you win or you lose deck.
Mm-hmm.
Going second, and then he has the counter, and you don't have a 1-drop. I mean, you're going to lose.
Yeah, Freeman would have known that already. So I just I messed it up.
No, it's okay. I was the one who came up with the idea.
The Elves. So this is where we get to see how cool Weaver Master and Cantankerous Keepers are.
So this is a neat deck.
That great, but then they are.
This is such a neat deck. It's
like every card in your hand is great.
Yeah, it's really great. This is a great
There's
deck.
nothing you don't want to draw.
Yeah, it's so weird and how bannings work and so forth. All right, let's see. So we're going to play the Weed Master second. I'll go ahead and play the Path of Street.
Yeah, they're probably toast.
Yeah, I don't think this guy has a chance in the
Is that a
world.
demo field or volatile fault?
It's a
Promising
vein.
vein. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, they're probably toast.
Yeah, he's got to kill this Weed Master, or else he's absolutely dead. I'm just going to ignore. So let's see. So, all right, so if he doesn't kill the Weed Master, it's very much like a Badger Mole Cub style situation. Oh, that's dangerous. Can he kill us next turn? Probably not, right?
You never know with this deck. Sometimes they can.
Yeah, sometimes he can. Okay, well, let's see.
If they have like
So, let's
Nilia's
go-
Order or Spring Leaf, Spring Bloom, etc., we could be in trouble, but like nothing we
So
can
we'll
do about it.
go
So
Imperious Perfect. Remember to attack with the Weed Master. Because he's vigilant. Okay, and then we'll cast another Perfect and Hope, right?
I think so. Seems fine.
Things are pretty dangerous for us here.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, for sure. But they have to have it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They might not.
That
it
wasn't a
seems
great
like they
turn
might
for him
not
right
have
there.
it.
Oh, Mr. Grain. Interesting.
Yeah,
didn't
that's
attack.
unfortunate.
Okay, so what do we want to do here?
Yeah, we have to go wide and beat them
Low.
wide style. So Dwynen's.
So do Dwynen's will eat. Then let's make an elf. I guess we don't really need to make an elf here.
We're gonna have infinite mana, so you can play another Dwynen's
Yeah.
and Wilt Leaf.
No. Do we attack
Or
first?
you?
He's not gonna block here, right? Let's attack first. I don't think he's gonna block. Does he really screw us if he blocks?
He can't.
I mean, we want to get the stuff off of it. He ain't gonna block that thing.
He can't block the Weave Master.
He's not gonna block that.
Or
Probably should.
not that I
Okay.
can see.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast the Will Leaf Liege, and then the
Hold on
Dwayne.
a second though.
What?
It's probably correct, and I'm probably just dumb.
We have 2 mana floating.
Yeah.
I'll just
So
cast the
yeah,
Dwayne
just
and
go
Fleet, right?
Dwynen, or yeah, Dwynen's. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Dwayne's better. I know we could cast the
Ultimate wide.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so he's got to kill us this turn. If not, we just attack. He's dead.
Doesn't seem
Yeah,
like
I don't think
has
he's
it.
got it. I don't think he has it. He's dead.
Don't play Nilia's Order. Don't play Spring Bloom.
Yeah, Nilia's Order would be bad. That's what Orchison's going to do it. I think we just attack Nate that.
I think he did. He
Don't do
gone.
the math.
He
He's
dead.
got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 attackers. Yeah, I think we got it. Oh, and a perfect. Okay, sure.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a fun deck.
Escalated fast, right?
Yeah.
Fun deck. We were lucky that he didn't, have one.
Yeah.
But it's fun. So the nice thing about this deck is you feel like you're doing all this stuff, but really you're not. There's so few decisions. It's like your main decisions are like, do I attack with Woodland Weave Master? Kind of like you're going to plan a little bit around him and so on. But yeah, I'm going to play a couple more games with this. It's a pretty fun game. Pretty fun deck to play.
Develops so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bryn, while we're well here, let me do this. Let me jump one game into the white deck so you can that'll spur some of your commentary because you've jumped right into Mythic with this Lauren says that you've been fiddling with your build.
Yeah.
Of course, I've got the Wardens of the Sky.
He's got the Parting Gust. The beautiful Parting
he's got Parting Gust. I saw that. That's a cool. Yeah, that's going to give you a lot of play.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's nice.
There's lots of cards. Mostly what I'm worried about is just that we spend our science pretty wisely. This is a little bit of a bummer. We're in a little bit of a color bummer situation. Of course, we only have the nice thing is that we only have 4 of the Angs. I've really resisted having anything else but 4 Angs in this deck for color. So that way you're not taking too much of a risk. Oh, that's not that bad. So what can he cast next turn that's really devastating? It's usually the 3 that's more devastating for these guys. And then we can really hook them up.
Mhm.
You know, you see what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think we go white here and just say, well, probably gonna regret it, but maybe we won't. Cast this guy.
Hmm.
We don't want to make the flyer, right? Or do we? Flyer's not that great right now.
Yeah, I think scrying might be more valuable.
Well, we're definitely gonna be scrying. The question is, we can scry. I think we want this. Oh yeah. I think we keep it. Weirdly enough.
Yeah. Looks reasonable.
You know what I mean? You know what
Yeah,
I mean,
just
Jelly Bean?
counter his
It's
stuff and then
weird.
have more threats on the
Because
board.
like this is it. This is his turn. This is the
Uh-huh.
only turn he's gonna play.
Yeah. This is his turn. After that, it's go sit in the
buddy.
corner.
You better. This kind of explains why I like the Warden of the Sky, because we get so much setup here. You see, and now he's just like, whatever he does, it just sucks. 1, 2, 3. We do it that way to discourage him from attacking us. I don't really care if he attacks us. This way I can. I'm not. You know, the funny thing is, though, I know I'm not going to sack. I never want to sack these things. Oh, but we can get a card.
Yeah, we might
I
do
know.
that.
To
Yeah,
get a
we
card.
can.
I like the permanence. Oh, you
I would
can
tap the
sacrifice
other
them even if they're
inspector
tapped.
and keep a clue up.
You can sacrifice them even if they're tapped. Oh,
Nice.
another. It's too much, right?
Yeah, too much. I prefer a land at this point.
It's too much, right? It's too much. Although we can pop one into our hand. Do we attack? Okay, let's see what this guy's got. But he's in a world of hurt right now.
Yeah,
Like,
he's gonna be
playing
2,
such a
3,
small
4
game.
turns behind. Yeah.
Would we have been better off tapping the other inspector? We'll find out, I guess.
Why?
Keep the clue open.
You can sacrifice
we
it
can
even
still
if it's tapped.
Oh,
sacrifice
it's
It's
not a
weird.
tap. Okay, sorry,
It's
my
really
bad.
weird. Yeah, that's why I said at the end of things.
Not a
So you got
tap.
nothing
My
wrong.
bad.
Escape tunnel. 3, 4. He's gonna go for it. That's fun.
Yeah.
I don't think we really care about that. Now he's gonna go try to cast something, which is not gonna happen.
Okay, you've got a dude.
Yeah, he's gonna try.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, you could give him a tag.
No.
Could give him a.
We just give him the token, right?
I think so.
Man. Oh, we're in trouble. Okay.
Yeah,
give him the token.
just end the turn.
Yeah.
I don't think that pressure's going to bite us too hard.
Yeah, probably not. Oh,
Ooh.
that's fun.
The Eagles.
One of Smitty's favorite cards.
I do love that card. It's true. Guilty.
Momo we don't want.
Momo's time has passed. You should have came earlier, Momo.
Cut that off, are we?
Yeah, I think you're just going to block with the inspector and eagles it, right? After you attack, block with the inspector, eagles it.
Eagle the Inspector?
After
He's gonna do this bushwhack. I think I just stop it again.
Yeah, I would block and bounce the inspector.
Block and bounce. You know he's gonna kill our warden if we do that.
How?
With the bushwhack.
Ooh.
Oh wow, he made a mistake.
Oh, the bushwhack. Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but let's use Bilbo's
Yeah.
Gambit.
Yeah,
Let's
but
see-
we
let's
still
get
need to. Do we need to end the turn? No, I don't think we do.
Yeah, I
Right?
think we
He
do.
cast
Yeah.
a land, right?
I would not give him the treasure and just bounce
No,
the.
I don't think we need to. Like he
Oh,
cast a land
he's
first,
going to
right?
use the treasure and kill the warden with a bushwhack. I
But
think we gotta
how?
stop it.
How?
With the treasure
It's
token,
only
he's going
one
to use
mana?
bushwhack and kill the
Yeah,
warden.
but
He
he's
doesn't have a land.
Oh, it's not
Oh, he doesn't have the
strong
land.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bet he has the land, guys. Oh, I'll try it anyway. Sure he has the land, guys.
And maybe someday
got the
we'll
land.
draw a land.
Yeah, he's got the land. Okay.
Oh shit.
Kills him.
Yeah.
So we are in trouble now. Now the game's gotten out of control for us.
Boo. Damn.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
2 lands is rough sledding here.
Yeah. Well, I was the one that kept the Aven Interrupter. I was a little greedy. But we shall see.
Bummer.
Yeah. Hydra. Okay. Stop it. Oof. Gee,
Okay.
Reasonable.
play again. Okay, great. So you guys get it. Well, I feel like this deck deserves a fair game. Got a little bit of shafted there.
Yeah, 2 lands is really rough sledding there.
Oh, I could have played it different. Keeping that Aven was probably just too much. You know. All right, so let's have a look here. Keep saying, oh, this is interesting. I'm not gonna just play him down. You can in this deck. So it's totally valid to just play him as a 1/1 player in this deck. What do we do here? I think we just wait, strangely enough. Probably lose this game, but it's okay. Okay, yeah, it's scary.
Okay. Nice.
Okay, we do.
Shepherd Lightstone?
I think we play a land and we're done. I
Should
think
we
we have
also?
to. I think we have to sit on
Yeah.
the Aven. We're so far behind him right now.
He's gonna play the ethereal armor.
A most helpful weaver? That's not terrible.
So what's he got now?
Shard Mage?
Well, he's got the armor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if we draw blue, we're okay. If we don't, we're in trouble.
That's okay. Yeah, that's not the end of the world.
Just get a land, right?
Yeah.
Sucks, but you know. Wait, what about Momo? Let's get Momo. At least with Momo, we can
Yeah,
cast the
Momo might
Shepherd.
allow Sage and all
Yeah,
the
we
fun
can cast
stuff.
Sage. Okay, let's see what he's got. Again, if we draw blue, we're, potentially out of the woods. Well, blue and one more land. Maybe I should have gotten a land. That's okay. We shall see, we shall see. The Sage is pretty cool. Oh, interesting. So 5/4 gets rid of that's interesting. Steam Rip. Okay. Scary. Starting to get on top of us, and he's got this that we know it's not going to be any worse than casting that spell vendor. Oh, yeah, the vendor. Ooh. Yeah, cool. Okay, so let's do this and do this, and then just play this land. So if we draw another land, we're kind of, and he has nothing, that's a lot. But if we draw land and he has nothing, then this guy's off the board and we're kind of fine. You see?
Yeah, you can just bounce
Well,
the.
he's like
Oh my
Ward
gosh.
4 or something, right?
Oh my gosh, he did it again. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I think I think that's probably that. We'll soldier on, but I think he's gonna win.
I think we're toast.
Okay, back to the effect. Anyways, this deck has tons of good draws. I played it a ton. It usually wins. Ren usually wins with it, but you got to
Yeah.
watch what happens when you get behind.
Do you want to try the Dragons deck?
Nah. I'm gonna stick to decks that I have. I mean,
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. You want to play this game? I got you.
Yeah, I don't want to drive this deck into. Well, I don't. This account, like since I've got it up pretty high, I'll try to maintain it for the rest of the month. For the live shows because it's kind of nice to be able to play meaningful games. Live, it's pretty rough hand, but I'm gonna keep it.
Hmm.
I think that's nice to be able to play, ranked games highly. So, if I were to play Dragons, I don't know how to play it at all. I'll just make a bunch of mistakes. Of course, we've got you here, and you could kind of guide me through it, but.
Stupid white and chance.
Yeah, we've got a slow hand. Maybe I should have rolled it. You gonna take it out? Sure. You got it. Yeah. That's ranked 1584. I'm just gonna see. Try again. Should have stuck to Elves. Elves is such a great deck to play live because there's not really any choices. You just play Elves. This is good. Good enough. You kind of got something to do throughout things. Like, pop them back up. So last week we were playing with the 2/1 Lightsaw Inquisitor instead of the Novice Inspector. Rin, you actually like those guys, I think most of that. Oh, Bilbo, Thief in the Night. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, I play mostly with the
that's
Lightstone
weird.
Inspectors.
Yeah, let's see. What do I do here? That's anywhere from your head. Actually make hazard from your graveyard. Okay. I want to do here. I want mana, of course.
Yeah, I would also say go for a land, but
yeah, I should have saved this guy to pop this guy back into my hand, but I have two of them as well.
yeah.
So I have two options here. I can either get the land and just kind of be done, or I can pop a guy back into my hand and make a 4/4 flyer.
Mm-hmm.
Which do you like? Which do you like, Brandon?
With this hand, probably go for the mana. So we have a bunch of 3-drops.
I'd agree.
Okay.
Like next turn, we'll have our Aven Interrupter, if we want. We have our Ang in play if we want. We have Eagles are coming if we want.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to try to set up to block this guy if I can.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's probably going to do something about that, but Yep.
Right. Oh, so now we can cast it again from the graveyard, I believe.
Yeah. But again, it's decently not that bad for us. I mean, not what we wanted to see, but he's gonna do something. Keep developing our mana.
Not unreasonable. So if we get a land, then we can do the Eagles Are Coming on the Starfield.
Yeah.
It's an option. We could also do Starfield and then get a
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Maybe we should do that.
the
We
pig
can hang though.
What's that?
Yeah, we can also Ang. There's a
Oh, you
lot
want
of
me to hang
options
this
we
guy?
have.
Yeah, so like wait for him
Just
to
take-
attack because he doesn't have anything in his graveyard, right?
Yeah,
And then you can
he doesn't have
block
anything
with Ang
graveyard.
and maybe
Okay.
kill him.
Okay, sure.
I mean, if he has an answer to Ang, but still, we're not dealing with Bilbo.
So just cast Ang. Hope for the best.
Yep.
Okay.
He might kill it, but that's a 1-for-1.
Okay.
Back return.
Did we not Ang Bilbo or something? Or
Yeah, that's sweet.
No, you want
did
to
you
kill
want
it,
me to
right?
bounce him? I thought you wanted me to kill him.
I understood.
Yes. Okay, so let's go. Do we want two life or mana? Quite mana, right?
For the shepherd, or
Just to draw a card.
oh yeah, yep.
Maybe not. Maybe two life is more than a card right now. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, the 4/4 flyer is just hard to deal with.
Yeah,
for
we'll
most
see.
decks I see.
It might be easy
Yeah.
for him to deal with. But
Yeah,
Yes,
like a
but-
hex. There you go.
yeah. I mean, I assume he's got answers, but that's a little bit why I didn't want to take any extra damage against him because I figure he's really trying to attack us.
Mm-hmm. You can do Kaido or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
What's he do? Veil? Draw? Okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
he's probably gonna use the Drowner again.
Drowner to pin. Yeah, to pin.
Mhm.
I could have blocked the Drowner. I guess I should have.
Right. I see. Yeah. Although we can take out the Kaito if we keep up the even interrupter,
Yeah, I'm
right?
going to.
He's gonna. Yeah.
He let us attack. I think that was a mistake. I don't know why he did that.
Yeah.
We're just done,
That's
right?
odd.
It is odd.
Should I get a land? I should definitely
Getting
get a
it.
land.
Yeah, getting a land doesn't seem unreasonable.
Yeah, I mean, we have an extra.
yeah, I like it. He probably has another Kaido, is my guess.
Yeah, but how does that help him? I don't know. He should have drowned. What's he gonna drown? You got it. Drown away.
The Starfield? What?
No, he's gonna
No way,
pin.
right?
He's
Yeah.
gonna pin the flyer.
Okay.
Then turn, right?
Yeah, interrupters only spells, I assume.
Kill that guy, right? Let's just do the thing we did before. I'm not going to airbend. Trust
Isn't that
sheriff.
the
Somebody's a
yeah.
secret card.
Worst card ever.
Yeah, the second Kato.
Huh?
It's made suspected. All right. Wow, he threw this away? He doesn't want enduring curiosity? He doesn't feel like that's good enough? What is going on?
Maybe he has one in his hand.
You don't want to? What did he
Yeah.
want more than enduring curiosity? I guess removal?
That was an interesting choice for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand that. Aang is a 3/4, right? Or Kate is a 3/4.
Mm-hmm.
If he doesn't put a thing on him.
Yeah.
I might just shepherd if he attacks with this guy. I guess that's too crazy, right?
Oh, you
I
mean
don't know.
casting Aven Interrupter now and just
Yeah,
double
at
blocking?
least look this way. If he's
He
got
has to
something,
do
he's got
something.
something.
Yeah.
But yeah, at least we can win now.
Yeah.
You know, it's unlikely. I'm sure he's going to 2-for-1 right now, but at least the game just doesn't get completely out of control for us. Because now we're you know, he's going to get a card one way or the other out of this guy if I just let him buy. I could have
Mhm.
shot blocked, but I don't know about that. Now, what he could have done is he could have used the drowner, but he never seems
Yeah.
to want to do that. He does this guy.
Yeah, that's odd.
If you're Kato, don't work for this guy.
Yeah.
Not too shabby of a result, I guess.
That's a good result. That's why you do stuff like that, guys. I learned it from David. If everything is bad, just try the thing that's the best for you. We can still lose.
You mean play to your outs?
Yeah, play your routes. Okay, here we go.
Ooh.
So
All right. Let's get the last pixie.
okay.
I got to start beating him down with this eagle, right?
4/4, yeah.
I don't think I can just sit around. What about this guy? Man, he's feeling
Yeah, the
aggressive
2/2.
too. Let's just do it. We're just going to double block if we need to.
More David philosophy. When you don't know what to do, attack.
Just
Yeah,
attack.
attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When in
Or as
doubt,
John
attack.
Slaughter would
Yeah.
say, when in doubt, whip it out. What about that? Maybe we hang that up. I think we hang that up. I think this game is so much about tempo right now. Because at least this way that guy can't attack, you see? The
Yeah.
Drowner can't attack this turn. And if Momo survives, pretty easy to cast this.
Mm-hmm.
Like a little more, things are a little more economical.
What's he got in the graveyard?
Shoot the sheriff.
Shoot the sheriff. Why doesn't he do that? Oh, yeah, when he attacks, he gets to do it. Oh, he has another shoot the sheriff. But he only gets one attack with it. Of course, we're going to presumably lock it. He could drown. He could attack, drown one, and kill the other blocker, which he probably should.
Mm-hmm.
Could make me a little bit regret attacking with the
2/2.
See how he plays it. So he's going to do the shot the sheriff. He kills the eagle. Good. Good.
Block with Pixie.
Yeah. See. He didn't do it. What on earth?
He probably misclicked.
Oh, I think he just misclicked it. It's not his fault. Do the same thing all the time.
Sorry, Bilbo.
Yeah. Tough day at work. Okay. Pins down the bird, right? Good enough. Okay, so let's go. What are we doing here? Maybe we just start casting these beasts out. I think we just start hard casting them.
Agreed.
Better. Warden. Sounds good to me.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey, got it. Nice.
All right, great. All right. Well, anyways, we played a fair amount on the live show, and the whole reason we pushed this back is so Smitty can make a later appointment. But it gives you a lot more, better ideas on where standard's at. We've mostly been winning. You saw a couple losses, but mostly been winning with the decks that we showed you some really good science. What I wanted to point out too, I talked to Dave Mills on the phone last night for a while leading up to this event today, and I want to point out that these decks that we found here, we were going to find. It's not like we weren't going to test Woodland Weave Master. It falls right into our rules that you hear us talking about, again and again and again for how we build decks. And we always start with mana first, and then we evaluate our 1 and 2 casting costs, creatures, and anyways, if you've watched our show, this is the type of deck that we would just develop. It's just really obvious to us. Likewise, this Bilbo's Gambit deck, it's the type of deck that we would develop, that we would kind of build, if you follow our mana rules, our deck building rules, like what we focus on versus what we don't, what we don't spend a lot of time on. I was talking to Lawrence before this episode. We really try to get ahead with our preparation so that by the time we're doing testing, then we're testing on a valuable framework. And so I think we're getting you ahead when it comes to standard Magic right now, which I'm very happy for. Great episode, everybody, and I guess we'll be back next week. Smitty, any final words? I'll give everyone their final words before we go.
So yeah, there's a lot of interesting decks. We've got brewing. The Dragons and Dan constantly working on the 5-color Jeskai are also interesting. I love
David found Dan's Northwind idea compelling. I'll pull that up.
Yeah, I mean, like myself, he changes it every 30 minutes. But it is. Yeah, we've been talking about this card for a while, and it's probably just a really good card.
It's probably its timing. I mean, it just seems like, man, because this is so much like what we had. So David pointed out that this is a lot like what we have with Bringer of the Black Dawn, where for 5 mana, we'd cast something and we'd be able to put the card that we wanted on top of our library, which would typically be a counterspell. And so then the game would kind of effectively end. Of course, those decks were more like mana curve oriented. A lot of how Dan is getting to his mana curve is by killing things, that would have killed him. But then, of course, you're not really ahead when you cast the creature itself if you're not mana curving up. So, anyways, Dan knows that. He's aware of it. But yeah, you've also been playing a lot with dragon land destruction and that type of thing as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, like the Finney's Dragon deck is really cool. Go ahead and type in the word Weathermaker there, and everybody can make fun of me. There you go.
Yeah, neat card.
I love this card. I think it masquerades as a 5th or 6th tablet, and one of the things that I kind of noticed about Dan's speech a week or two ago is like, if you're not playing tablet, you need to have a really good reason.
For the type of tempo he's picking up. Of course, like a lot of times we're trying to build for a kind of creature attack decks. But
sorry for the background noise.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like Please Cast Stock Up was built around Stock Up, and then it kind of became Please Cast Tablet, and then Cub went away, and I don't know if it's going to survive or not. We'll see.
Sure.
It still has the turn 3 kill, but it's just not as consistent to get to the turn 4. And so, right now
you
I'm messing
yourself
a lot
were
with
because you
Weathermaker
yourself were
and
a
the
Badger
Dragons
Mole Cub
deck,
deck with that.
and the
That
Tempo deck and the Elves deck. So lots of decks.
Yeah, lots of decks. And I was going to point out that stock up, your Please Cast stock up deck actually was a Badger Mole Cub deck that really made good use of him. Okay, so let's see. Great. All right, great. Great show in that way. Lawrence or Bryn, any final words before we close things out?
I just thank you, Smitty, for all the testing that you keep doing. It's awesome. It makes it a lot easier to just be able to kind of like hop on and play the games that you're testing. So yeah, appreciate you, man. Sure. And same with Bryn. I like the ideas that you had for Bilbo's Gambit. Makes it more reliable, which is fun.
Okay. Yeah, I think most of it came from talking to Smitty, and like Smitty says, oh yeah, try this instead. So yeah.
Not surprised.
What are some of the cards that you're experimenting with, Bryn?
I'll pull up the deck right now. So right now, let's see. I'm playing 2 Parting Gusts, 2 Sky Coach Conductors that you and Smitty mentioned, 2 Riddlers, and then of course like 4 Lightstone Inquisitors and.
You got rid of No More Lies, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Smitty mentioned the one No More Lies doesn't make sense, so cool, that one's out. And then we went down from 3 Starfield Shepherds to 2 or 4 to 2.
Okay, you have 2. Only 2 Shepherds. Interesting.
2 Shepherds.
They do get clogged up. Yeah, they can get clogged up. All right, cool.
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought of that. That's really neat. Okay, so nifty testing, nifty stuff, and yeah, you saw them getting kind of clogged up in my hand there, so that's neat. All right, a great show for today. We did today a little bit of a different timing, which threw things off of our normal game plan just a little bit, but I thought it came out great. And we'll be back next week. And and Bryn actually just taught Billy how to play as well. So
yeah, yesterday. Yeah.
So cool.
That was fun.
We'll at some point we're going to have some nice organized focused resources on teaching people how to play Magic, but we're going to review what we have from the video of Bryn teaching Billy. Maybe we'll be able to post that somewhere that can help people. We shall see. But at some point we'll get some good training content on Magic Secrets, and that'll be nice. All right, great show, great episode, and of course the great episode each week here doesn't come from booking great guests or whatever. We love guests; they're great. Maybe sometime we'll have one, but and we do here and there. But mostly our guests are from our own group, working on our own concepts. All right, awesome science today, and really fun, really good philosophy as well. I think hopefully everybody learned something.